What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler and today I'm taking a look at a sneaker that I've never really seen anything quite like it before. It's a shoe that plays music, and that shoe is the Droplabs EP01. So this video isn't sponsored, I didn't get sent this pair of shoes. This is a totally unbiased look at a pair of sneakers that I'm just very interested in. A friend of mine from design school actually sent me a link to this pair of sneakers as kind of a joke, saying like, oh, this is ridiculous, and I was like, damn, I should buy that. To be fair, it is kind of ridiculous because it's a $450 pair of shoes and after tax, it's pretty much like $500. So it's not cheap, especially when they didn't even have my size. My size was sold out, so I had to go up a full size and hopefully it still works. I genuinely have no idea what to expect. I've watched some of the videos on their websites and I saw sort of their marketing materials, so I know what they want me to expect, but I don't know if that's gonna be the actual reality of this pair of sneakers. So I bought them, I actually unboxed them or did an initial unboxing where I took a look at the sneakers on one of my previous unboxing videos. So if you guys would like to check that out, there'll be a link at the top of the screen. But what I didn't realize is that underneath the sneakers, there was the charger and a bunch of extra stuff, which I saw in a Droplabs video, which I just didn't know about and I haven't unboxed yet. So I'm gonna re-unbox the actual sneakers themselves, unbox the charger, get them all charged up, download the app, and give you guys my real, honest first impression of this pair of sneakers that apparently increases the bass boost of your music by pumping bass into your feet. I know that sounds ridiculous, and it probably is. So here's the box itself. It's white with this sort of, I guess, sound wave texture on it. You've got Droplabs on the top. So this is the Droplabs EP01. It's a size 10. Unfortunately, like I said, that's a full size up, so hopefully it kind of fits. And its colorway is black. So, you know, you have some idea of what the shoe is gonna look like. So without further ado, let's pop this guy open. On the inside, you've got this kind of cool blue and red art. Kind of looks nice, gotta be honest. And then you've got this sort of aluminum foil metallic silver paper with a thank you note about what's inside the box. So pull this off. So here is your first look at the Droplabs EP01. Design wise, kind of dull. I don't love it. It kind of looks like a Ultra Boost 20 mashed up with some sort of, I don't know, like budget Nike or something with like an Adapt heel counter. It's interesting. It is really kind of a dull looking shoe, but to be honest, that's not the whole point behind this sneaker. The point is to actually bass boost your music in your feet. So I guess aesthetics aren't that important. At the end of the day though, it is still a fashion accessory, so I feel like they should have worked a little bit more on making it look good, but it's not too out there. So even though it's not the prettiest shoe in the world, it's not gonna get too many people's attention, and so people aren't gonna be like, what are those? But to be honest, looking at them now, it looks like they do lift your feet like a good 1.5 inches off the ground. Like the insole ends right here. So you're getting this much boosting if you're a short guy. If you hit it, you can feel vibrations inside the shoe, like there's a subwoofer in there, which I'm pretty sure there is. You guys know those cones on the back of speakers that when you tap them, they kind of vibrate because that's what's making the sound? It's the exact same sensation with this, except with this shoe, it feels like with every tiny little movement and presumably every step, you do feel some sort of vibration, which if you're not listening to music, might kind of suck. It looks like inside the shoe, you've got some sort of foam insole with what seems to be memory foam right there in the forefoot, kind of surrounded by just standard foam. It's pretty thick, seems pretty soft, so that's probably what they're counting on to give you some sort of cushion. On the back of the shoe, you've got what presumably is the charger, and I'm assuming it's a magnetic charger that kind of clips onto the back. And then you've got probably an on-off button. I mean, it lights up when you click it, so it's probably something. On the bottom of the shoe, you've got this black rubber traction pattern that kind of looks like water droplets or probably sound waves. In the center, you've got this red circle, which I guess is maybe where the subwoofer is or something, I don't know. Maybe that's just like an artistic detail. I have no idea. Overall, my first impressions of just looking at this sneaker, it looks like one of those height enhancing shoes. I wouldn't have ever guessed that it's a music producing sneaker, but maybe that's just because I'm stupid and I'm not, you know, getting the visual cues from this sneaker, but you know, that's just my first impression. So let's pull out the other side of the pair. Same exact shoe. So underneath the shoes, the thing that I didn't notice on my first unboxing was that there's actually this little hidden compartment that has all the tech stuff in there. So first thing you've got is the quick start guide. Oh, there goes the sticker. It says turn on Bluetooth, connect via app, open the Droplabs app, and then you can turn on the shoe by clicking the button on the back, pair with your phone. Gotcha, okay, cool. Next up, we've got a shoe bag. Very nice. And then the third and final thing inside the box is the charger, which again, I think is magnetic. So very cool. Hopefully these shoes are already charged up. If they're not, I'll charge them up. Oh, and one other thing, inside the overall packaging of the shoe, this wasn't included in the shoe box, but it came with like the I guess the cardboard box that the shoebox came in. You've got these socks, which are made of the finest combed cotton sourced from the southeastern United States. Very cool. You guys might not be able to see it. I'm not gonna open it because it's really not that important. And then you've got every millisecond counts. What is this? You've got a set of headphones. Huh, low latency gaming package. No way. So this actually allows you to plug into your game console so you can use these with your Xbox or whatever. I did actually see them do that in the promotional video that was on their website. Kind of seems like overkill. Seems a little unnecessary, but maybe that's an even better use case than listening to music. So we might have to try that. We'll see. So I just downloaded the Drop Labs app. Now what I'm gonna do is try and connect the phone to the shoes through the app. Hopefully it's a simple process. I would assume that it is because I have an app. So set up EP1, here we go. Everything connects through EP1. This app is just the remote control. Turn on EP1, press and hold each button until they light up. So here we go, let's do that. It may take a minute for the Drop Labs EP1 to appear. Well, okay, that seems like it. While it's connecting, here's what they look like when they're turned on. I mean, just kind of a light in the back of the shoe, but is what it is. While this is happening, let me grab a pair of headphones really quick. So I ran downstairs, grabbed my AirPods, and it's still trying to connect. Let me cancel and retry. I really hope I'm not doing this wrong. I didn't think that I was. Let me restart the app and try again. Okay, turn on the EP1, press and hold for half a second. Release button when light turns white, press and hold for 2.5 seconds. Oh, to pair with phone, so maybe I'm not holding it long enough. Now they're blue. There we go. That was totally my bad. I didn't read the instructions, I suck. Sorry, Drop Labs. Sorry to make you guys look like they didn't connect, because they did. Here we go, they're flashing, they're cyan colored now, so there we go, we're connected, great, 15% battery, select headphones to pair. Well, at this point, the app is looking for my headphones. The shoes are connected though, which is good. So there's a button that you can turn on and off the lights on the back of your shoes, which is kind of cool. You can't really do that on the adapts. I mean, I guess you can change the colors, but you can't like turn them on indefinitely or turn them off indefinitely. Which would be a nice feature that would be easy to add. I don't know why they haven't added that. Why is this so difficult for them to find these headphones? Again, this could just be me being stupid and not reading the instructions. Well, I did read the instructions, but not realizing that I'm doing something wrong. So what I'm gonna do is actually try a different pair of headphones. I've got a pair of Sony's that I'm gonna try, so let's go and see if that makes a difference. Man, that would be a huge bummer if I couldn't get these to work. That would change the whole video. So I guess in the meantime, what I can do is charge the shoes a little bit. Might as well, right? It clips on really nicely, I like that. Another kind of cool little touch is that they actually make the lights yellow when they're charging, kind of similar to the adapts. So I guess at this point, I'm just gonna try and troubleshoot for a bit, and then I'll get back to you guys. So I'm gonna stop recording and try and figure this out. I got the shoes playing music. I can't seem to connect it to headphones as well, but the shoes are playing. So I wanna try them on and see what happens, see how they feel. So I'm just gonna go for it. Let me throw these guys on feet right now. I'm a little nervous because when they started playing, it freaked me out. They kind of like vibrated to life. I forget what song it was, but it was something that was very bass heavy. So the shoes are on feet right now. Let's throw something on. What? Weird. This is weird. It feels like there's weight on my feet. Like when I pick up my foot, I mean, it could just be because these shoes are really heavy, but it feels like there's like weight on my feet. And the sound changes whether your foot is on the ground or in the air. It sort of resonates through the ground when your foot is on the ground, but when you pick it up, the sound gets a little bit more empty and less full. Look at this. Can you guys see it vibrate? This is ridiculous. The bass sounds cool. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like when you drive past someone who's listening to like really heavy bass in their car and the windows are all rolled up. That's exactly what it sounds like. You can't really hear any vocals. You can't really hear any music. I wonder if I put the headphones in, if that'll work this time. No, it's not. Okay, the music stopped playing in the shoes when I put the headphones in because it didn't connect through the app. Even though the music isn't playing right now, my feet are vibrating. Literally nothing is happening except my feet are tingling. Let's try repairing the headphones again, see if it'll work. Because I don't feel like I'm getting the full experience because the headphones aren't connected. I think I'm gonna pair my headphones to my laptop and play the song at the exact same time on my phone and my laptop. I know it's weird, but I feel like I'm just not getting the full experience, and I feel like I wouldn't be doing Drop Labs justice if I didn't sort of try and experience it. So I'm lifting my feet off the ground because I know this is like gonna annoy my neighbors. This like ridiculous vibration. I'm syncing it up. We got it this time. I think this is exactly how you think it is. I think the way that this feels is exactly how you think it would feel. It feels like you're putting your foot on a sub. Literally, that's exactly how I mean, that's what you're doing. You're literally putting your foot on a subwoofer or some sort of bass speaker or something. Does it bring anything extra to the musical experience? Again, just put your foot on a subwoofer and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not like you can run in this I mean, maybe you can. I wouldn't, because I'd be afraid to screw something up with my $450 shoe. But maybe in that scenario, it would make some sense because it would kind of add to your running experience. Even then, I don't know. And one thing I'm realizing when I'm wearing this is that if you were to sit next to someone on a plane or on a bus or just anywhere that you weren't isolated, this would piss people off. Like, this is a pretty loud, kind of obnoxious thing. You really wouldn't want to wear this at school. You wouldn't want to wear it really anywhere because actually it'd be kind of funny if you wore it to school because then you could freak teachers out. Don't do that. Honestly, other than pranks, I don't know when I would wear this. I mean, I hate to say it. I hate to say that I think this is kind of a weird product that I wouldn't use, but it's true. Is it worth $450? In my opinion, no, I really don't think so. If you love the way the bass feels and you love having your feet tingle after you've worn a pair of shoes, then great, grab this. Musically, it didn't add much to the experience. It really didn't. It was almost overpowering. I couldn't really focus on what was going on in my head because this was so like, I know you can adjust the bass intensity is what they call it, and I did a little bit, but it wasn't like, it didn't add anything for me, which is kind of unfortunate because I spent so much on this shoe. I do have to say that I think the concept is really cool and I like what Drop Labs is doing and I'm excited to see what they do next. I feel like if they refine this design, make it less almost obscene, like less just obtrusive, I feel like then yes, it could be a really cool kind of product. If it was more augmenting the sound rather than overpowering the sound, which I feel like they were trying to augment the sound and not overpower it, but it seems like they did the latter, which is kind of unfortunate. So to sort of summarize my overall experience, it's a cool concept. I was really intrigued by the concept. I was willing to pay the $450 to try out the concept, but once I experienced it, I don't think it's worth it. I feel like there's a good idea there. I feel like the execution was almost there, but it just wasn't for me. I am, however, excited about what Drop Labs is doing. I think the fact that they're trying to innovate the footwear space in a way that almost seems unnecessary is kind of cool. And it's sort of like the Nike Adapts. Like, we don't need that, but it's cool, you know? So I'd love to see what they do next. I'd love to see how they refine this and maybe try something different in footwear. I think that's really, really cool, and I commend them for that. And this doesn't make me dislike the company. I don't feel like they did anything wrong. I just feel like it's still a beta sort of product. I feel like it's just not there yet. All that said, I would love to know your thoughts on the Drop Labs EP1 and whether you'd consider grabbing it for yourself or whether you just want to try it out for yourself. But I'd love to know if you're excited about this, if you feel like it's a cool product or you feel like, you know, it was completely unnecessary. So let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.